Hello everyone, and welcome to a weather update on January 6th, 2024. I nearly said 3 for a second. Anyway, starting off with our 5-day forecast, we can see that today was widely stunning, crystal clear blue skies, winter's day with pretty much unbroken sunshine from dawn to dusk. At least that was the case in my area. But for many areas of the East, Midlands and South, that was the general rule. A bit cloudier in the west and north, with a few showers onto northern coasts. Tonight we will see widely clear skies, some fog forming though, especially in parts of the Midlands and South, so their driving conditions will be difficult. Also, by morning, we'll see an easterly breeze picking up, so showers will start to move into eastern coasts, though they'll be mainly light to moderate and scattered. Tomorrow, general rule of thumb will be beautiful blue skies in most areas, apart from where fog may linger in parts of the southwest Midlands. Also along the east coast, we will see a feed of cloud and showers from the Irish Sea, and they'll get more frequent towards evening and nightfall. Now, overnight Sunday towards Monday, we see some showers on the east coast, quite frequent at times. Inland, it will be mainly clear, but fog will form and frost as well under very cold temperatures. Now, at this stage, showers in the east, mainly of rain and hail, possibly wintry on the hills. On Monday, we see some more showers in the east early on, but they should die off. And Monday is a day of sunshine and some clouds, always cloudiest in the east and south, exposed to the easterly winds. In the west and north, it will be mainly dry, especially in the west, with some sunshine, probably unbroken as well. But Monday will be cold with quite a moderate southeasterly wind. Now, pay attention to the UK. Monday afternoon, we see an area of snow showers move in lands, and they move eastwards over southern UK, and they sustain themselves as well. So we see snow showers widely over parts of England and Wales, south of the line from Manchester to Hull. And by Tuesday morning, we see that showery zone transferred towards Ireland. So actually, we see scattered snow showers on this run for southern and eastern counties early hours of Tuesday morning. This is a new trend on models today. On Tuesday, we'll see sunshine and clouds tend to get more sunny through the day, and Tuesday will also be cold. Wednesday, we will see Wednesday and Thursday, we will see the high centering towards Scotland and the Malin Sea. So therefore, although the wind is still easterly to northeasterly, it's not really a long fetch wind, and actually, if anything, it's coming around the high from around like the areas south of Greenland. So therefore, it's got more moderation to it. So some more cloud is coming in, but at night, if it's clear, still some frost risks. So here is the temperature forecast from the UKV. So tonight we will see a frosty night in many areas. Lowest temperatures of about -4 to +2 degrees. More mist, or should I say, least cold on the west coast. Severe frost in some parts of the Midlands and shelter. Tomorrow a cold day. Highest temperatures of about 2 degrees where fog lingers, possibly lower than that, up to about 5 degrees. Mildest, I'd say, along parts of the east coast there. If we zoom in for a time there, it's a bit less cold there. Into tomorrow night, Sunday nights. Again, it's always more frosty towards the west because an easterly wind will get going. Also, the lowest temperatures, the area does vary overnight due to cloud cover. So Monday, we see a cold day, highest temperatures of about 3 to 4 degrees in many areas. Now, overnight, Monday to Tuesday, we see a cold night again. Again, least cold on the east coast. Temperatures there are about 2 degrees, but inland about -3 to 1 degree. So, and it's coldest in Munster on this particular run, because it will all depend on cloud cover. Tuesday, highest temperature Tuesday of about 2 degrees in the north, up to about 3 or 4 elsewhere. So again, a bit bitter on those easterly winds. Into Wednesday morning then. Again, maybe the far east just about escaping a frost there, but elsewhere that's about -4 or lower than that in shelter in the South Midlands. And then into Wednesday itself, about high temperatures of about 4 in the west, up to around 6 or 7 in parts of Dublin. So a bit of moderation from the Atlantic by Wednesday, so a bit less cold. And the thing is, right, Wednesday night starts off frosty in parts of Munster, but by about 6 a.m, possibly a grass frost left. But because by that time it'll be cloudy, frost will melt away, and by about 3 p.m. Thursday, a bit less cold, of about 4 to 7 degrees, and there's there's a wider area of less cold temperatures into parts of the southeast. Here is wrong order. Here is the NAO index observed and forecasters. So we're currently negative, as we know. It'll be quite strongly negative up to around mid-January, and beyond that it'll get less negative. There's a lot of interest happening with the blocking that's around Scotland now, Scandinavia, so on, but will move towards Greenland. Well, it might do so. There is still wobbling happening in models. So here is the GFS midnight run. Sorry, the GFS 12 third run even. So again, today we're seeing the changeover to high pressure and cold and dry weather. This will move towards Scandinavia by Monday, and in comes this cold easterly winds. Upper temperatures by Tuesday morning are cold. Now, I want to explain something quite interesting. We get these snow showers on Monday night, Tuesday morning in the south. They start over the UK at about lunchtime Monday in the southeast. Notice we got a puddle of colder upper temperatures moving through. 6 p.m. it's at midday Monday, it's over the east of the UK southeast. 6 p.m. it's moving eastwards, westwards even. Midnight it's over the south of the UK, and by 6 a.m. midday it's moving just to our south. But we are somewhat included in that colder puddle of air. Now that is important because the difference between the sea temperature and the upper temperature is bigger, and that will allow for increased convection, and so therefore a greater risk of snow showers through Tuesday morning. So back to our wider view. So again, the high pressure then relocates towards Scotland and Iceland by the time we get to Thursday, and that just allows some moderation. Follow these ice bars back; they come around from Iceland, then back down to the Atlantic. So a bit more moderation there along sea track, and therefore a bit cloudier. So we get to the end of the week. High pressure is going into retrograde, where it's going against the zonal flow that's west to east, but here the ridge is going from east to west, and by about Sunday and Monday next week we are seeing this cold easterly or northeasterly wind setting in. That looks wintry and cold, with bitterly cold air coming in, and there's low pressure actually with that, so that would just enhance wintry risks into the second part of January. But just by the very end of the month, we're seeing the steep lows to the west. Blocking dissipates, so I think beyond this, we would go milder and wetter. So here is the ensemble for temperatures for Dublin in terms of upper air temperatures. So you can see that the thick green line, that is the GFS run I showed you. It is a colder member, especially later on in the graph. But there is good agreement with a cold spell, at least from about January 15th to 18th. Beyond that, some scatter is involved. But for now, it is looking quite cold. Now, snow row, let's look at that. For Dublin, a few spikes here, but over here we see a few more. Let's go somewhere like Wexford, exposed like easterly winds more. So again, a few spikes here. Also a few here. I was hoping that we'd see several small spikes that would prove we'd sort of be seeing more snow showers here. Let's try Cork. Oops, what am I doing? Well, I don't know what that was. Cork. Yeah, so again, quite a few snowspacks here, but they're small. So it shows you that there may be a few flurries around, just a few flakes in the air. It'd be quite cloudy. Maybe just a few flakes in the air. That is, might happen. Again, more snowspacks beyond mid-month. Here is the ECM. Now, I'll tell you something, that the ECM is now unsure of the cold snap. The GFS yesterday was wobbling, but today it's back. But now the ECM is being a Grinch. So, it's after Christmas, but it's still winter. So, I might just use it when I can. Grinch model. Right, so here is the ECM. So again, next week we've got these easterly winds. Bit of moderation by the end of the week from the Atlantic somewhat. But, again, we see this little low around Iceland on January 13th. The high is trying to get there, but it's not. But that low is like a blockade. But by the 14th, we've got a ridge through us, back to the Azores, and up towards Greenland and through Europe. Very complex pattern. Upper temperatures are getting a bit cold. By Monday, January 15th, we're trying to get the northerly wind. It's trying, but we've got this low to the south that is trying to throw up milder air. Also, there's deep lows to our northwest. So that's going to be complex. You can see cold air is getting to Scotland, no problem. But we are it's a big trouble. By Tuesday, January 16th, we are still not that cold. The cold is being kept at bay. So now the ECM is being in trouble after the GFS got back to showing the cold spell. It's quite annoying. So here is the UK Met run. So into next week, again, there's got easterly wind coming in. Upper temperatures by Tuesday morning. Again, that puddle of cold air. Actually, that is better. You can see that the -10 ice storm is reaching Ireland. It's actually really quite a bitty cold pool Monday at midday. It moves westwards even over Ireland and is very cold, briefly aloft. And again, that will enhance any snow shower risk. So again, beyond that, we see the high around Scotland and Iceland, bringing in this cool and cloudy winds. Beyond that, I think the UK Met is having no problem with getting it towards Iceland, Greenland, and trying to pull in this cold northerly winds. That looks pretty stable. So here is the GEM. Here's the GEM. Here is the GEM. So again, here we go again. High pressure towards Scandinavia tomorrow and Monday, easterly wind. High pressure goes towards Scotland and Iceland in the end by Thursday and Friday. Bit less cold with that. GEM looking good if you want the cold spells to come off. No problem there. Maybe a bit more westerly by the end of the run. But even so, I think that behind this low, it's going to get colder again. So fundamentally, that gets the blocking in place. And that is a good run. Here is the icon run for us. So here we go again. So high pressure going towards Scandinavia by January 8th and 9th. Again, cold temperatures. Beyond that, we see the high pressure going towards Scotland and Iceland in the end. By January 14th, no problem with that. High pressure has successfully gone to Greenland, and we're pulling in this cold air from the north and northeast. And finally, here's the arpège. Then we are done. I might show you, hang on a second. Here we go. There we go. So the arpège is going for tomorrow, a cold and dry day in many areas, fog lingering in parts of the Midlands, possibly some showers on the east coast as we know. Most of them of rain and hail. Into Monday, same story. Showers, especially in the morning, are likely. Into Tuesday, we see more of an easterly again. Wednesday and Thursday, possibly see some less cold air coming in around the top of the high pressure system. So I'll very quickly show you the gem ensembles actually, because I have a few seconds left. Here we go. Gem. So GEM again, cold spell looking likely here around January 14th to 18th, possibly beyond that as well. So thanks for watching everyone. I will see you tomorrow, and bye for now.